Tenways has a reputation for building e-bikes that just make sense for where they're ridden, and every so often they drop something that really feels dialed in. This time, that bike is called the Wayfarer, and it's designed specifically for life on American city streets. So let's talk about what makes this one special and why it might be worth your attention. Even though Tenways is a global brand, they like to tailor certain bikes to specific regions, and the Wayfarer is a US-only model. That means it comes loaded with all the features American riders usually look for, including higher speed capability and a strong, practical setup. But Tenways didn't stop at just hitting the usual benchmarks. They packed this bike with features meant to help you ride longer, feel more comfortable, and stay safe while doing it. The Wayfarer is built around an aluminum frame, which is pretty standard at its $2,100 price point. But the real story here is the step-through design. Some people still label this as a women's frame, but that really misses the point. Step-through frames are genuinely one of the safest and most practical designs out there. Without a top tube in the way, it's much easier to step off quickly, put your feet down at a stop, or keep your balance when you're loaded up with cargo. That design also makes mounting the bike way easier. You don't have to swing your leg high, which is a huge plus if you have limited mobility, you're recovering from an injury, or you just want something simple and stress-free for everyday riding. For a city-focused e-bike, that ease of use matters more than people sometimes realize. Comfort is clearly a priority here too. Up front, you get a suspension fork with at least 60 millimeters of travel, which is more than enough to smooth out cracked pavement and rough city streets. Under the saddle, Tenways adds springs and, more importantly, a suspension seat post. All of that works together to take the edge off longer rides and make daily commuting feel less punishing. The tires play a big role in comfort as well. The Wayfarer rolls on 27.5-inch wheels, wrapped in chunky 2.6-inch wide tires. That extra volume gives you loads of grip and acts like a cushion against potholes and rough surfaces. With the right tread, these tires don't limit you to pavement either, so gravel paths and dirt roads are totally on the menu. Since this bike is clearly meant for going places, Tenways includes a rear cargo rack as standard. It's perfect for panniers, grocery runs, or carrying whatever you need around town. And that brings us to the motor, which is a big part of the Wayfarer's appeal. It uses a 500-watt rear hub motor that peaks at 750 watts and delivers 65 Newton-meters of torque. That's plenty for city riding, hills, and hauling cargo. The motor uses both torque and cadence sensors, so the assistance feels more natural and responsive to how you're actually pedaling. Out of the box, it's set to 20 miles per hour, but it can be unlocked to 28 miles per hour. With throttle functionality included, that puts the Wayfarer firmly in Class 3 territory. Range is always a big question with e-bikes, and Tenways claims up to 85 miles on a full charge. That's an optimistic number, but even in real-world riding, getting around 60 miles with pedal assist from the 720 watt-hour battery is very solid for this price range. If you're riding mostly on throttle, Tenways estimates up to 35 miles, though real-world factors like terrain, cargo, rider weight, and even tire pressure will affect that. A quick pre-ride check can make a bigger difference than people think. Rounding out the package is an 8-speed Shimano drivetrain, integrated front and rear lights, and hydraulic disc brakes with motor cutoff. That last part is especially important, because when you brake, the motor stops delivering power immediately, even if you're still pedaling. With a fully equipped weight of about 66 pounds and a total load capacity of 264 pounds, strong braking is a must, and the Wayfarer delivers there. So is the Tenways Wayfarer the right e-bike for you? The best answer is always to try one for yourself. Get on it, take it for a spin, and see how it feels on your streets. That's where you'll really find out how well Tenways nailed this one for US riders.